Hello universe and those from the future that if current trends and philosophical debates that end with a coin flip are correct, are enjoying another 78-degree sunny day at the beach. This of course is now enjoyed by every single inhabitant of the planet Earth, well since the global beach terraforming project of 2099. That paired with the flowed redirection of 23 trillion metric tons of polar ice cap melt-off, just another way the New World Order is making global warming work for you. Welcome to Winner Wins, the series that throws a topic in your general direction and requests judgment by asking for your vote in the comments section with either a verdict of win if you promote the topic, or wince if you oppose it. Or alternatively, you can just flip me a thumbs up or down. Let's release the hounds. Last week I didn't address any new topics or announce the previous week's results. Instead, I made a video that covered the delivery of my first published book, The Fin, which I'm now in works to take to the next level by moving on from a limited release to a larger run first print for mainstream distribution. I'm going to attempt another Kickstarter project to handle the cost, since it is substantial, and I'll put the link in the description below for anyone interested to check it out. So last Winter Wins we covered sand. Yes, sand. Let's be fair, if you did watch the episode, I think I did a proper job of disproving sand being a boring topic. Considering that under high magnification, sand could almost be the backdrop for the fantastical world of a Dr. Seuss story, or the emotion that's invoked when one's bare feet sink it down into the sand at the beach. Sand is at the very least interesting. So the question though is, what did you guys think? Well, after my army of highly trained Yetigriffin hybrids applied their hyperintelligence, which may I add was a side effect of the crossbreeding process, the results were as follows. Win. I'm not completely surprised though, after hearing people's complaints over the years about sand being stuck to various body parts, or the battles that ensue when mothers attempt to vacuum out the crevices of the family minivan, I'd expected at least a few winces. I guess it's one of those things that the good outweighs the bad. Alright, this week's topic is sort of a revisit. A few months ago I posted a video with sparse details on a way early take on the PlayStation 5. Yeah, I know, but Rob, the PlayStation 4 was just released. Can we take a breather? No, my dear consumer. Sony knows how some of you operate. You can blame the Apple iPhone, but I think we're going to start seeing a quicker output of next-gen systems with not a lot of significant differences. With Nintendo Wii U having a hugely disappointing reception, partly due to what I consider to be an obviously intentional weak follow-up to the Wii, I hypothesize a true next-generation follow-up to drop from them in 2018. I mean, come on, think about it. They even named the thing a Wii U. They might as well just call it the Wii Plus. It doesn't even look much different from the Wii. Let's face it, it's an HD Wii with a Nintendo DS as the controller. You want to know where my money's at? I'm thinking that Nintendo did the Wii U as a low-budget follow-up to the Wii, with the intention of using the lion's share of the dough they bankrolled from the Wii to get a jump start on the 9th generation system war, with hopes of being a few years ahead of the competition. Really, if you think about it, it's the only chance Nintendo has to survive a fate of becoming strictly a game software company only, and permanently leaving the console business. Sony, though, in my opinion, will not let this get off without throwing out a contender. If Nintendo does release a system in 2018 and Sony sticks to the 10-year life cycle for the PS4, that would put the PS5 out in 2024. Yeah, 6 years of Nintendo reaping the benefits of having superior hardware on the scene, not going to happen. There's been talk from various sources that agree with me on the idea of an early PS5 release, although they voiced their opinion a little later than I did mine with my original PS5 video. EA Studios VP Patrick Söderlund mentioned he expects the follow-up to the PS4 by 2020, as did PSU.com. GameSpot.com ran an article of the possibility of the system being comprised of nothing more than a monitor and controller, with the processing being handled from a server farm and piped into us through an internet connection. I'd not put too much merit behind that idea though. Terminal gaming isn't likely something gamers are going to be quick to adopt. Digital downloads maybe, but gaming as a service, I don't think so. Or at the very least I hope not. Though I guess it would be a little greener. In any case, I'll put some links in the description below if you want to read up on the topic. Also, if you get a chance, check out my video that shows what the graphical power of the PS5 could shape up to look like. Link is also in the description with the rest. So if PS5 does release by 2020, would you consider that a win or a wince? If you do disprove of the idea for a 6-year life cycle, keep in mind that used to be the norm. I'm sure a lot of gamers remember transitioning from Nintendo to Super Nintendo to 64 to GameCube, etc. Heck, there was only around a 5-year break between the release of the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube. So let's hear it. PS5 by the year 2020, win or wince? Leave your comments and votes in the section below, and thanks for watching. A quick note before I leave you to continue trekking the realms of the internet. I'm going to cut back to an episode of Win or Wince every other week. Don't be sad, it's just that I've recently started some other projects, and I don't want to start sacrificing quality by rushing out episodes of WoW just to meet a deadline. You know, quality over quantity. So yeah, see you guys in a couple weeks. Remember, be adventurous, be creative, and stay entertained.
But yeah, we'll dig into that and we'll do some more research.
Here we go.
So here we are back on set, and I wanted to do an experiment. Keep in mind that while the sand we see at the beach is made up primarily of calcium carbonate, the most common form of sand is silica. But for this experiment, we'll be attempting to make beach sand. So this will be my first attempt at doing this, so let's hope we don't break anything. These are the shells that I combed the beach and collected.
Let's see.
I tried to get some light, thin pieces.
We're proud and excited to present you with your brand new books. We wish we could be there to see you enjoy this amazing